It's a privilege to lead the learning support team. We've got about 50 amazing staff, and we work with students to make sure that they can engage fully in their learning. And it's just about the people, it's about the students. We've got a massive team of a family at Shipley College, of staff and of students. And it's about making that difference.
Knowing you're such a vital part of the students' learning and seeing the difference you make with your students, the progress they make, the confidence they make, the change in them from when they first start to who they are when they leave.
Well, I work with multiple students with all additional needs, and what I find really rewarding, we all work as a team. It's all about the students. We care for them, we support them, we make sure that they strive for the greatness.
The main thing I love about my job is actually meeting the learners, working with them and getting to see them over the year and how they progress, not just as students but as individuals, as independent learners and independence in their social lives with all their friends and everything as well.
I think the main thing with my job is to give students with learning difficulties an opportunity to learn and hopefully get skills for life and for work in any amount of support that needs. So whether it's LSA support, whether it's extra equipment, access arrangements for exams, lots of different areas that we can help.
I love the people I work with. There's sort of commitment to helping each other, working as one big team, and just helping students progress to the next level in what they want to do in life.
One of my learners, she suffers really, really bad with her mental health. I know what triggers to look out for, I know how to calm her when she has an anxiety attack, she disassociates. So I know now the correct way to bring her around to make her feel safe and secure when she's having a dissociative seizure. And it's made my job more rewarding because I know that I'm making her feel safe and secure.
Nobody came to the college with us and she was very shy, she didn't talk, she wouldn't make connections with anybody, and now she's thriving. She's got such a good group of friends. You can see how she's so confident, she's managing her work, she's achieving her goals, and she's doing really well. She wants to come back next year as well, so that's really good.
There's a girl I can think of, and she was struggling with her reading and the written work and that side of it, and so we got that person to sit with a dyslexia assessor, and she sat with the learner and profiled her in terms of the way that she learns, and then we fed that back to the learner and gave her some hints and tips to empower her.
So our learners, when they've joined us, they've met our team, they've also had LSAs in class, and our LSAs work so hard on building a relationship with those learners, and when they build that relationship they get to know them. And for these kind of learners with any anxiety, if they've been through trauma or any mental health difficulties, knowing them, knowing the triggers, knowing anything about the sensory environment that might impact on them really helps when they're in the classroom. And it is really down to the hard work of our learning support assistants who are there every day with them and will support them in class, support on rest breaks, support them on movement breaks, and it just really helps the learners.
I remember working with a young man who hadn't been able to access school or education, lots and lots of different needs. We managed to get him in college, very tailored programme to start with, and after a couple of years with our department we went up to the level 1. He then got to level 2, and the last I heard he'd done a level 3 and come to university. And when he started he didn't know his alphabet, he didn't know his numbers 1 to 10, but just with that careful support being put in place, we managed to turn that young man around.
So we had a student come to us in year 1 of esports, and he wanted to do sixth form but didn't get maths, and he was really struggling to get maths, and he was told basically without the maths qualification that's your sort of next step over. We worked with him, nurtured him, built his confidence back up, and he's now at university. So for us it's a success story. He comes in to do guest lectures for us now.
We are a small college, but that's one of our huge benefits. It means that we get to work with the learners, we get to really know our learners, and we use our smallness to benefit them, because when you have, the learners I'm thinking about, when you have come from provisions, going to a college that's in a major city or going to a college that is somewhere that is very, very busy, that sensory impact is huge for some of our learners. And coming here, which is a quite quiet place, just benefits them.
I think Shipley College is unique in the way that it's set. Obviously, the size of the colleges is quite a bit smaller than other colleges, and I think that benefits us and a lot of the students that like to come here and want to come here and probably need to come here to start with. We can tailor to the students' needs, and we've got time for the students. I think that's the thing. We've got time to understand their needs and be able to work with them.
Well, I mean, I'm a bit biased because not only have I worked here for 10 years, I was also a student for 3 years, so I got to see both sides of the coin. In secondary school, you might get 3 minutes of contact time with a teacher. At big colleges, similar here, your teachers in a class of maybe like 15, 18, and you get that support network there from day one.
Shipley College is a really special place. The learning support here is it's really, really, really effective. The outcomes for learners with learning difficulties and disabilities is always, really, really, really good. It's outstanding. Everybody knows each other. You get to know the staff, and the staff will get to know you as well, because we know that things are most effective when there's that relationship between the staff and the student, and we are able to understand the students and then help them on their journey and give the students the independence, give you your independence so you can do what you need to do on your journey.